Good morning, ladies, and happy Saturday. We'll give everybody another minute to get on. If you are here, definitely give me a shout. Let me know you're here. Let me know what your morning beverage of choice is. I am on the coffee train this morning. Like I said, we'll give everybody another minute. But good morning, good Saturday morning, and I'm so happy to have you all here with me. If you're joining me, give me a shout. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what your morning beverage of choice is. Again, I am hopped up on the coffee train this morning. I'm feeling super productive, super ready to get out there. Now, today we are going to talk about 3 meditation techniques to use in order to enhance your practice. On Wednesday night, we talked about meditation, what it is, simply put, a stress relieving tool. We talked about how much it can benefit you from increased productivity, increased creativity, less brain fog, the ability to respond rather than react, to diminish your stress, and to let go of stress that maybe you've held on to for years. And today what I want to do is talk about a couple of different techniques that you can use to meditate. For some people, just kind of sitting and breathing can be either a little too monotonous or maybe even cause distraction because your mind wanders and maybe you need more focus. So I want to give you a couple of different techniques that you can use in order to enhance your practice. So again, if you're out there, give me a shout. Let me know what's going on. If you have questions, definitely, throw up your question and give me a big stop sign. And we'll get started in just a moment. Oh, amazing. Okay. So again, this morning we're talking 3 meditation techniques. Now, anytime you meditate, anytime you want to do any of your mindful movement, a good way to start, just give yourself a little stretch. Be ready to get comfy, get in that comfortable seated position. Maybe you sit cross-legged. Maybe you sit with your legs straight out in front of you and your back up straight. You could sit on your knees. Whatever works for you. Everybody's a little bit different. Everybody's comfort level is different. You want to be somewhere that you can sit. Now, don't be afraid, too, if you're sitting and you feel your legs kind of falling asleep or you get uncomfortable, you can move. A lot of people have this misconception that you need to stay completely stuck while you meditate. It kind of defeats the purpose, because if you're that distracted by your legs falling asleep or that itch on your nose, you're not going to get the added benefits of being able to focus. So again, get comfortable, get in that spot that feels good for you. I recommend keeping your hands on your knees. If you feel like you need to ground, you can keep them facing down. Or maybe you put your palms up if you're ready to receive. Totally your call. And then all you're going to do is I want you to close your eyes. I want you to settle into your center. Feel yourself grow nice and tall. You want to feel yourself growing all the way to the crown of your head. And you're going to go ahead and tuck that chin. And if you're uncomfortable keeping your eyes closed, because some people are, maybe you just keep them open about 1/10, looking down your nose. And then the biggest thing is just to follow your breath. So you're going to begin by just taking deep, deep breaths through your nose. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. You just want to begin to let go of all the chaos and to-do lists and the dramas. Just focus on your breath. And as the mind wanders, and it will, go ahead and just come back to that breath. Your breath, your prana, that energy is going to be your focus. Now, to sit and breathe and stay right here is the most basic form of meditation you're going to find. And that is okay. That is a great way to start. But again, some people find that is too either boring or maybe you have too much rolling around and you just really can't focus. You need something else to kind of help you along. So my first technique I want to introduce you to is going to be a 3-part yogic breath. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You want to actually visualize your breath. So you want to visualize that breath flowing through your body. You want to visualize it starting all the way from ground level. You want to feel it rise all the way up as your tummy expands, diaphragm expands. You want to feel it flow into your heart center, rise all the way up. So you're hitting all 3 spots. And once you get to the top, as you exhale, you want to feel it come all the way back down your spine, and you're going to start all over again. So you're following it all the way up, and you're following it all the way down. So we're going to try that. Okay, we're going to try that together. Does anybody have any questions on how that works? Okay, so let's get started with that. So same deal, you're in that comfortable position, you've been inhaling and exhaling. And begin to visualize. You can see the breath is this bright white light flowing through you. You want to see it building in your sits bones, building in that root chakra. As you inhale, feel that white light rising up through the belly into the diaphragm. Follow it all the way up into your heart center. And as it reaches the top, go ahead and allow it to exhale, following that breath all the way down your spine. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so go ahead and continue to visualize that. And you see that white light churning and rising from your sits bones and that root. Rising all the way up through the belly. Rising into the chest, into your heart center. Rising all the way to the top, to the crown. And then follow it all the way back down your spine as you exhale. That is one great technique to actually follow your breath. It gives you a little bit more focus and allows you to explore all parts of your body. So you can actually feel what's going on. Notice any subtle movements or changes in the body. It is a great way to explore. So if you're looking to deepen that meditation practice a bit and really start to see what you have going on, that is a great way. Follow that 3-part yogic breath and then follow it all the way back down. Okay? So that is technique number 1. So again, when we're talking meditation, it's that stress relieving tool. So using the 3-part yogic breath, that following the breath all the way up from bottom to your belly, to your heart center, and then following all the way back down, is really going to allow you, again, to explore what you're holding on to release what you're holding on to. Does anyone have any questions on how that technique works? Okay, so we've got technique number 1, that 3-part yogic breath. Now, if you're just joining me, we talked about Wednesday night, about what meditation is, why it benefits you, and why you should do it. Again, technique number 1, 3-part yogic breath, breathing all the way up from the root to the belly to the heart center, coming all the way back down. The second focus I want to give you is it's more of a cleansing breath, but again, it's going to give you a little more bodily movement and focus. So again, if you're finding it's too distracting to just sit and focus on the breath, maybe you need something more, what you're going to do is you're going to take your hands, you're going to point your fingertips towards each other, thumbs facing up, and you're settling into that zone for yourself. And right here, now we've got this going on here. So you're going to actually allow the breath as you inhale and exhale to flow through. Create that circle through the body and let that breath flow. Okay? This position, coupled with the breath, creates a cleansing aura for the body. So if you've got stuff you're just trying to kind of bring to the surface and let go, this is another great one to do. So it's sitting here with the fingers. If Feeling that strength in the body. Following your inhale and exhale as you breathe through your nose. Cleansing through your heart center. You're pulling everything out. You're channeling it all right here and then letting it release, okay? That's the goal. So again, this technique, a little more physical because now you are going to be holding your arms up. You don't want to kind of feel this happen. We don't want chicken wings going on here. You're going to sit, you're going to hold this, and this is where you're going to be. Again, there's no set amount of time for any of these meditations. Maybe you start at a minute. If you're getting really good and you feel really comfortable, maybe you bump it up to 4 or 5. I feel like 11 is a really good round number. It's also a very powerful number in numerology. So 11 is a really good amount of time to do any of these meditations. And when you look at it, 11 minutes of your day is 2% of your day. And if you can meditate for 2% of your day, the other 98%, I'm telling you, you're going to benefit immensely. It's going to be huge for you. So does anybody have any questions on technique number 2? Nope. Okay. It's a little quiet. If you're out there, give me a shout. Let me know you're out there. Let me know what's going on. So again, we're talking meditation. We're talking that stress relieving tool. We're talking how to focus, how to lift your thoughts, and how to release them from the body. Now, we're looking to release a lot of that chronic stress, stuff you've been holding on to for quite a while. Forgive me, I'm a little stuffed up today. The weather is very much changing where I am, and it's getting very cold, and it's messing with my allergies. What I want to do is, we've got technique number 1, that 3-part yogic breath, breathing all the way up through the body from the bottom to the belly, to your heart center, releasing all the way back down. You've got that cleansing breath, that ability to sit and focus, creating more energy in the body by creating strength through the upper heart center, through your chest. And the 3rd breath is one that is a little weird at first if you've never done it, but amazingly powerful. Had a hard time getting in on my tablet, but here on my phone. Hey, Brianna. Well, I am glad that you got here. I feel you, because I know last week I had a power outage, so I was trying to find any way, shape, and form to get on here. So I totally feel you. We've been talking about the different techniques for meditation, because I know when I first started, to just kind of to sit and follow your breath can be a little, I don't want to say uncomfortable, but it can be a different experience. And sometimes you feel a little bit weird, or you feel less focused, and it kind of can get a little monotonous. For me, I like focused meditations. I like breath work. I like body work. I like, having some mantras to have rolling around. It gives me a little bit more focus, and I feel like it helps me lift out different feelings a little bit more, so I can sit with them, I can be with them, and hopefully release them once I've learned from them. So technique number 1, and you can go back and watch the video a little bit so you get more in depth, but again, it's that 3-part yogic breath. It's as you inhale, you're inhaling all the way from your sits bones. You want to feel the belly expand and rise as the breath comes up from bottom to middle, all the way up into your heart center. And then you're going to release that breath down your spine. I always use that analogy of following that white light all the way from the bottom, all the way up, and all the way back down. So you're creating a circle of energy in the body. One that's going to help you notice the different changes in the body. It's going to help you notice the subtle movements in the body, the subtle differences, and really kind of reflect on yourself. The second one was that cleansing meditation. If you sit, again, we're opening up through heart center. We're using the strength in the body. We're following that breath and creating this energy so we can release. That is the goal with that one. Now, the 3rd technique I want to talk about today. Again, this may sound a little odd, but we call it breath of fire. It is this ability to create a rapid, even inhale and exhale of the breath. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to create an energy in the body. It's going to oxygenate the blood. It's going to create a focus. It's gonna sound a little crazy, but I mean, like I say, if you've ever had an anxiety attack, oh, goodness gracious. If you've ever had an anxiety attack or a panic attack and you're like, oh my God, I don't know how to breathe, and you kind of got to regulate that breathing to get yourself to come back down. I mean, that slow inhale and exhale is a great way, but another way is to start focusing your breath. For a lot of people, Breath of Fire seems to work really well. So what you're going to do is, if you've never done it before, the best way I can describe it is, have you ever seen a dog pant in the summer? Like when they get really hot and they're trying to cool down and they get that big tongue out of their mouth and they're kind of like, that's what this is going to feel like. So if you could do that and then close your mouth and do it through your nose, that's exactly what you're going to do. So again, feel silly with me. Don't feel self-conscious. If you're home, it's just one of those things. Feel completely silly with me. Put your tongue out and just kind of go, and close your mouth. Oh, and that is why we bring tissues to meditation for Breath of Fire, because now I can't breathe. Okay, one more time, take two. So again, you have that panting feeling. Transfer that to your nose. You might feel a small contraction here. The biggest thing is just to keep yourself on an even rhythm, a rhythm that you can sit with. If you had to sit there, say, all day. I recommend 3 minutes a day. And the yogis say if you do this for 3 minutes a day, you'll never grow old. So take it for what it's worth, but I highly recommend it. Again, it's a great way to energize the blood. It's a great one for the morning if you're trying to wake up and get going. And just that even inhale and exhale, that. Again, if you can do that, work yourself up to 3 minutes a day. That is an awesome one to add to your routine. Does anyone have any questions on that third technique? That is probably one of my favorites and one of the most fun. I highly recommend doing it. And again, 3 minutes a day helps you to never grow old. What's the risk, right? So again, we're talking meditation this week before we get into our 2 weeks of full-blown nutrition, and I won't use the word diet in the sense of like losing weight, but diet in the sense of like changing your eating habits. We're going to go full bore the next 2 weeks on that, because we're starting Master Your Metabolism on January 21st. But today we're talking meditation. So you've got your movement routine that you can add to your morning or maybe your evening. You've now got your meditation that you can add. So again, start small, a couple minutes a day, work your way up. Again, for meditations, I highly recommend about 11 minutes. Breath of Fire, no more than 3 minutes. Like, don't even go crazy. But that's a great one to do if you're looking to really kind of energize and get up and get going. Personally, I think the 3-part yogic breath is probably my favorite one to do when I'm meditating. It's really great just to help me create a focus so that I can now let my thoughts flow in a way that they're not distracting. They're not, your mind is always going to wander. You're never going to clear your mind. I don't really agree when people say, oh, in order to meditate, you have to clear your mind. No, you want this stuff to come up. You want it to release, to get yourself to that state of peace. That is your goal. You want to release those traumas and those dramas and create this feeling of balance in the body. That's what we're looking to do. We're looking to relieve that stress, the stress that's been sitting in your body since you were small. I'm talking like stress stays in the body for years and years and years. I mean, do you remember those days where something happens, like maybe you smell something, or maybe your kid does something, or you see somebody on the street and it just triggers something from when you were like 5 years old? That's all stress. That's all traumas. That's all stuff still rolling in your body. And you're holding on to that. And that creates unknown, just chronic stress in the body. And meditation has been proven to actually help release that and create a better, healthy lifestyle for yourself. So really using these techniques, using these different ways, these tools every day will put you in such an amazing mindset to then go tackle whatever you've got going on. So I highly, highly recommend if you can get yourself up in the morning, give yourself about 15 minutes a day just to have a little movement, do a little meditation, set yourself up for your day. And then, yeah, if you've got 15, 20 minutes at night, do a little journaling, do a couple of stretches, maybe meditate if that's in you. And then you're going to be ready for an amazing night's sleep. And that way you'll wake up ready to start and kick off your morning and rock. So that is where I'm going to leave you guys today. So you've got your routine. We've talked some movement last week. We covered meditation this week. And we're going to move into part 3 next week when we talk nutrition. We're going to talk getting ready for Master Your Metabolism. And then we're going to kick off next Monday. So 1 week. Well, I guess technically it's 9 days. But 1 week, we're going to kick off that Master Your Metabolism. Different recipes, different mindset work, different vitamins, supplements, all this kind of stuff that is going to help you set yourself up for success. And then come February, I know I took a poll and a lot of you kind of voted you wanted to learn a little bit more about oils. So I am happy to oblige. I've got a brand new rack. I'm going to load up my oils. I'm going to create some fun programs that we can add in here. And we're going to have that all ready to rock for you guys. I'm trying to think what else. That's about it. Does anybody have any questions on anything we did today? Anything you want me to go over again or review? Are we okay? And again, if you're watching this and you watch this again and again and again and stuff comes up and you have thoughts, shoot me a hashtag replay, tag me in the video, tag me in your questions. Definitely let me know what's going on. And don't be afraid to reach out to me through Messenger or through email. That is another great way to get a hold of me. If you really enjoyed this and you're looking for a more personalized routine, a more personalized setup for yourself, what you can do is I am offering those 30-minute Vibrant and Clarity calls. This way we can talk more about your goals. We can talk about a personalized meditation for you. And we can talk how to kind of simplify your routine so this does not seem overwhelming. Because again, I know we all have lives and kids and jobs and family and activities and things we've got. So I know trying to put more into a routine can be a little overwhelming. But that's what I'm here for. I want to help you organize a little bit and get you guys all set up. So if you're looking to do that, I am going to leave the link here. You can go ahead and schedule that 30-minute Vibrant and Clarity call. We can talk more and kind of set you guys up. And then we can talk, if you want to even go more in depth, about how to change your lifestyle into one that is a little more helpful for your stress relief, your nutrition, and just overall balancing your lifestyle in a healthy way. Okay. So again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. And I will see you all here on Wednesday at 8 p.m. for tea time. So grab your favorite tea. I'm curious to see if you guys got anything new this week. And we will talk nailing your nutrition. All right. So I will see you Wednesday. Have a great afternoon. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.